there, this is Jay Ziebart with Betsy Shipley. This is Plant-Based for Life. You are watching a live cooking demo. Betsy is going to share another one of her delicious tempeh recipes. Look for the previous one in our collection. Today we are doing grilled tempeh with an avocado sauce. So it's grilled tempeh panini, and it is so good. We tried it the other day and it is delicious. So I'm gonna let Betsy take it over, and she's the expert here. Go for it, Betsy.
So right now I am putting the tempeh that I've marinated in 1 to 2 tablespoons of tamari or soy sauce, and I'm putting it on the griller. This is something that my late husband Gunter Pfaff and I got many, many years ago, and we always thought it was fun to make the tempeh this way because we could serve it to people and introduce people to tempeh using the griller. And I will now put the toast in the toaster. And while the tempeh is on the griddle, getting those nice black griddle marks, I will begin to make the sauce. And basically the sauce is really pretty easy. I'm using a whole avocado. I'm using a little bit of mustard.
Dijon?
Yes. I'm using some black olives. I'm using a little bit of lemon juice just to give it a little bit of tang. I'm using some green onions that I actually picked from my garden today, and a little bit of chopped basil. Now, you can use basil or not, or you could even use cilantro if you would like. Better check the griddle. Oh, it's almost ready. So while it's almost ready, I will make the sauce and mush everything up together so it's nice and creamy. Because what you want to do is, when you take the tempeh out of the griddle, you want to put it on a plate and cut it into triangles. And then you would do the same thing with the toast. And when everything is ready, you put the sauce on top of the tempeh and you cover it with an old tomato and another piece of toast, and you have a tempeh panini. So I think that the tempeh is just about ready. I'll take another look at it, and we're getting nice grill marks on it. I think I'll keep it in there for another maybe 10 to 15 seconds. I don't want it to burn. Now, if you do not have a griddle, like a Cuisinart, you can always use a griddle pan because it has the nice marks that you would get as a griddle. Or if you don't have either one, you can just use a skillet and you'll get the same effect, except you won't have the griddle marks. So we'll take the tempeh out.
Looks so beautiful.
And there you have it.
Look at those grill marks. You could probably do this on a barbecue too, couldn't you?
Yes. You could put basically any kind of a sauce on this that you want. It's just that we always like the avocado and we always like the olives.
Yum.
So I'll get the toast out of the toaster. And now what I'll do is I will cut the tempeh into triangles, like so. So you have 2 nice pieces of tempeh, and I will cut the toast the same way into nice triangles. So you have basically toast that looks like this. That's ready to have a tempeh piece put on it. Tempeh is a little bit big, and if you think it's too big, you can always trim it. And Then you have some sauce that goes on top. And you have a sliced tomato that goes on top. And you top it with another piece of toast. And there you have a tempeh panini.
It is so luscious and glorious. One thing that you really wouldn't want to do is put this back in your panini maker and squish it, because all that sauce would just squish right out. But the beautiful thing about this sandwich is it is extremely hearty, very simple, an excellent source of protein, good fats, all sorts of good stuff in there. And so hearty and so filling that even somebody with the most robust appetite is going to feel satisfied with this sandwich. It's basically like a steak sandwich using tempeh.
The reason that that Gunter and I came up with a tempeh panini is that we always thought that it was a good idea to introduce people to tempeh, and this was a nice way to do it because it wasn't so overpowering that people thought it was just a little bit too much. It had just enough tang to it and enough body and enough to fill you up. So people were really quite satisfied with it. And they didn't have the feeling that, oh, I didn't get enough to eat, or it was just too much, or I didn't like the taste of it. Basically, the sauce is what is making the tempeh panini really excellent.
We did a test kitchen the other day, and so I got to sample one of these sandwiches, and I have to tell you that I've been thinking about it every day since. So the combination of the heartiness and the creaminess, the little tang in that avocado, that is absolutely glorious. And I love a food that is just a tiny bit messy to eat. And this certainly is, but holy, is it worth it? So Betsy is really fantastic. And I just want to do another shout out to her. She and her husband, Gunter, her late husband, Gunter, they created a way to make tempeh. So she is a pioneer in this field. I have learned so much about tempeh since meeting her, and I'm very grateful that she shared this with us today. I hope you'll try it. I know everyone is always looking for, give me an easy recipe that's delicious. This is it. Make yourself a tempeh panini. It's basically like a grilled steak sandwich using tempeh. Enjoy it. It is absolutely fantastic. I want to thank you all for joining us today.
The other thing that you might want to try is if you don't want to eat it with bread, you can always put it on a piece of lettuce with the sauce on it, and it will taste just the same for people that are not eating bread for whatever reason. But the bread is really the fun part also. So thank you for watching, and eat and enjoy. And I hope that everyone that watches this will give it a try. Thank you.